In this video, I will talk about the sender name or sender ID as it is called. When you send an SMS message, there's something called the sender field, and you can choose in our gateway what it should be. There are three different options you could say. One is to set an alphanumeric sender ID or sender name. That means it contains letters. It could be SMS service or the hairdresser or the mechanic that appears as the sender. When there is an alphanumeric sender, it is not possible to reply to the SMS message. So if you want to reply to an SMS sent with an alphanumeric sender name, you need to write in the message what the recipient should do to reply. The other option is a numeric sender name, which is a number. Typically a phone number. If it is a phone number, then the recipient can reply to the message, and the message will be delivered to the phone number listed as the sender. When you first create a test account in SureSMS, it is your own phone number that we set as the sender name. This means that when you send an SMS message from the SureSMS portal to a recipient and they reply to it, the reply will be sent to your physical phone. The third option is that the phone number or the sender name you are sending from is a phone number that is in our number list. If you do that, the reply will come back to our portal and be placed in your inbox. So those are the three options. Now I will just show how to do it. So first we need to choose a recipient, as usual. We need to write a message, reply to this message, and down here we select a sender for the message. And here you can see I have the top one, which is my own number. If I choose that and the recipient replies to it, the reply will end up on my phone. This is a number that is on the SureSMS platform. So if I use it and the recipient replies, it ends up in the inbox on the platform. And the last option I have is one called SMS service. If I choose that, then the recipient cannot reply to the message. If I now want to have a different sender name, then I click on the plus here, and then I go over, you can see, under settings, there is one called sender names. There is a list of the approved sender names I have, and they are here. To be able to choose a sender name, it must be approved. And that's because, unfortunately, we see many who want to send from PostNord or Nets or the police or something like that. So we have three options for registering a sender name. The first is what is called alphanumeric. That means it is letters. Then you have the option to register your own number. It could be when you create an account initially, then you have your own number. But it might be a colleague's number you want to send from. If, for example, you use the same account for 5 different consultants or salespeople or service employees, then you want the option to send from those service employees' phones so that the reply comes back to their phone. And the last option is that you can order an incoming SMS phone number, which is a number on our platform. We can just try to take them one at a time. We say new sender name here, and then we can choose to say that we want to send from hairdresser. Then we press order. There you can see that the hairdresser is here and it is waiting for approval. And that's because it's a manual process. We approve this one, and it usually happens within an hour, but we promise it will happen within 24 hours. The next thing is that you can register your own number. And we do that right here. If you press it, you should notice that we send a text message to the number you are trying to register. And that is, of course, because we are now allowing you to send on behalf of this number, and we need approval from that number to do so. So when you enter a number here and there, we recommend that you include the country code. When I click on order here, it says an SMS has been sent to the phone number, and there is a link in the message that you need to click on before it gets approved. Now we can see here. Now it's up here, and it's also waiting for approval. The last option is that we go in and say that we would like to order an incoming SMS number. And here you should be aware that an incoming number on the SureSMS platform costs 99 krona per month for a number. It doesn't cost anything to receive SMS messages, but the number does cost. And here you can choose a number that you would like to have. We take this one and click on order. And you need to be aware that this account only has a balance of 40 krona, and since the number costs 99 krona per month, I cannot order it. In return, you can now see that both with the phone number I am trying to register and the alphanumeric sender name have been approved. So when they are approved, then we can go over to new message, and then we can choose them from down here when we send the message. Let me just go into settings and briefly talk about this screen. If you have many phone numbers, it might be useful to make a note for each number so you know who, for example, has this number. Then you can make a comment like that. You can, of course, delete a number, and that's if you think you don't need it anymore. Then you press delete, and then you have to enter the sender ID again before it gets deleted to be sure that it's the correct sender ID you're deleting. There it is. That's how you set the sender on the SMS messages. Enjoy.